Lovelies, welcome back again to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Ruth, final year student nurse currently living and studying in the Philippines, and you are welcome to Nursery Note for my old subscribers, my main G's. Thank you so much guys for always clicking in. I appreciate you all. So in today's video guys, I'm going to be sharing 7 differences between studying in the Philippines and studying in Nigeria. If it is what you are interested in hearing, please do well to keep on watching. The most important of it, I'm going to leave it at the end. So do well to watch the video to the end. Welcome back, lovelies. So like I said, I'm going to be sharing with you 7 differences between studying in the Philippines and studying back home, Nigeria. Number 1 is, in the Philippines, the admission process is very easy. Very, very easy. Once you meet with the requirements, there is no higgy haggard, nothing, no stress, no connection. You do not need any connection. You don't need to write series and series of exams. Some schools write entrance exam, and this entrance exam, you will write it and you will pass it. There is no much stress in getting admission here in the Philippines. Whether you want to seek for admission as a foreigner or as a local, that's as an indigene, there is no stress both for foreigners and for indigenes. So admission process in the Philippines is very, very easy. Unlike Nigeria, where admission, for you to get admission, you will need to pray and fast and all that. Some persons in Nigeria are really lucky to get it once, while most people are quite unfortunate to write JAMB before they will get it, if ever they will get it. Or if they are lucky they get it, they may give them another course. But in the Philippines here, the admission is very easy to get, and the course of choice you want to study is what you are given. They don't change it for you. To meet with the requirements, you have the money to pay your tuition. Even though you want medicine and you have the brain to study too, want nursing, any course of your choice in the Philippines, you will get it. You will surely get it. Number 2 is duration. Here in the Philippines, if you have 4 years course, it is 4 years. There is no addition and there is no subtraction. There is no ASU strike to prolong your 4 years to 5 or 6 years. There is no ASU strike to make you stay at home for so long that will delay and extend the duration of your graduation. So in the Philippines, if you have 4 years course to run, the 4 years is 4 years, except if you are failing, then consider additional year. But if you are reading and passing well, you are paying your tuition, your 4 years course is 4 years, except if you have 5 years course to study. So in Philippines, 4 years course is 4 years course, 5 years is 5 years, 6 years is 6 years. There is no addition. Like Nigeria, where you have maybe 4 years course, before you finish you'll be praying ASU strike and all that. In the Philippines, there is no ASU strike. There is nothing to add to your duration. Even in this new normal, which is this pandemic period, they adapted easily to the new normal, which is this online class. There is no like, okay, stay home because there is pandemic, then before they will figure out how they will do it, 1 year has gone. No, it's not like that. The online class, they utilize the online, make sure that students still continue with their studies, no delay. Number 3 point is examination. Examination in the Philippines is written bit by bit. What do I mean by that? Examination here in the Philippines, like my own school, we write it periodically. Like in a semester, we have 4 months in a semester, and before you finish the semester, you are meant to write exams every month. You know, back home in Nigeria, students take their exams at the end of the semester, which makes it so bulky for students to read. Here in the Philippines, their exams are done periodically. In my own school, we write our exam in a semester 4 times in a semester. That is, we take the exams every month. The reason for this is when they teach you the first few months immediately after resumption, you take your exam. Then the second month again, they will teach for a period of time again, like 1 month. You will take another exam. That's how you'll be writing it bit by bit until you take the final semester exam. That's the fourth exam for that semester. And as you are writing the first exam, which is the prelim, for example, you see your grade, you will know how to buckle up so that you will do better when the second exam is coming. And after the second exam, you still see your grade, it will spur you to work harder so that you will do better in the third exam before the final exam. As we are writing all these exams, your grades are accumulating till the end of the semester, where they will now add everything together because they have a passing grade for each school. Also, here in the Philippines, they give a lot of assignments here in the Philippines, a lot of quizzes to write. This will help the students. As we are doing all this, you are accumulating your grades, and this will help you to meet up with the requirements and to meet up with the grade for the semester. So they have a way of making the education here flexible, so they give you that opportunity to do better. Even at the end of the semester, like for those that fail, for example, you're also given opportunity to write a remedial exam. It's only when you still fail that remedial exam that you have to repeat the class. Number 4 is, in the Philippines, there are no handouts like compulsory handouts the way we have it back home. There is no instructor, professor, or lecturer in the Philippines that will make it mandatory for every student to get handouts. Nothing like come and buy my handout. If you do not buy my handouts, you will not pass or you will not be promoted to the next class. No, don't have it here in the Philippines. There is no force for you to get handouts or you do the other one for you to pass. No, everything is so open and plain. As a matter of fact, in the Philippines, we evaluate our teachers. We evaluate our professors. Like in my own school, that's of the semester. Once we get to the middle of the semester, that's for the midterm exam. Immediately after the midterm exam, every student is asked to evaluate their individual instructors for that particular semester. It is being put in check, both the instructor and the way the school is going, the way education is going is put in check. You understand? The only required textbooks and the required material for study that is approved by the school or approved by the faculty or department is what the students are required to get. The 5 difference between studying in the Philippines and studying in Nigeria is we wear school uniforms in the Philippines. And also, we wear our ID cards to school. If you don't have your ID card, you will not even be allowed to go in. Back home in Nigeria, university, you see, you dress, bubbling style and all that in Nigeria. Vibe of, you need to look good, make your new hair, fix your nails, look shiny as a university babe, So here in the Philippines, we wear school uniforms. Every department, every faculty have their own school uniforms. And it is not like you feel like it or you don't feel like it. It is compulsory. If you are not in your school uniform, you are not even going to be allowed to stay in the class. Except if you are a new student and they have time, they will give you time for you to sew your school uniform. Then you join the clique. You join the clique of wearing school uniform. But in Nigeria, they don't wear school uniform to school, except if you are in the primary or secondary, which is known as high school in the Philippines. It's only in high school in Nigeria that students wear school uniforms to school. But once you get to college in Nigeria, you do not wear school uniform. You dress in your mufti, you dress like sexy baby to school. But in Philippines, we wear school uniform. After wearing your school uniform, you must complete it with your ID, your school ID. Without the ID, you will not even be allowed into the school compound. And for me, the uniform in the Philippines also has added advantage. At least it saves you the stress of thinking of what to wear to school today, tomorrow. So it has its own advantage. Number 6 difference between studying in the Philippines and studying in Nigeria is, in the Philippines, You can transfer from one school to another. That is from one university to another. In Nigeria, like I said, it is known as university, but in the Philippines, it is called college. Transfer from one college to another without stress or anything here in the Philippines. But in Nigeria, you should be thankful and grateful that you got admission and you are thinking of transferring. It is not possible. I've never heard it. I've not seen it. I've not heard it. If it happens, that means it's very, very rare. But in the Philippines, you can transfer from one school to another. You can even stop. Maybe for any reason you stop for some time, you can go back. Maybe if it's monetary problem or other, you can go back when you are more buoyant and you will continue from where you stopped. You also want to leave that school, you can leave that school to another school. Nobody is going to ask you. So in the Philippines, you can transfer from one school to another, but in Nigeria, you dare not. You should be grateful and thankful to God that last, at least you are now in school, you are now in college, and you want to think of transferring. So it does not happen in Nigeria, but in Philippines, it happens. Then the last is you have more universities or colleges, unlike Nigeria. And I think is one added advantage here in the Philippines, why one is allowed to study anytime you want to study. You can go to any school you want to go to, because here in the Philippines, they have a lot of colleges. The city where I'm staying, I cannot count how many universities they have. Let me not make mistake. In the city, that's my own province, the university I have in my province alone is more than 5. Yeah, talk about other provinces. Province in the Philippines is like saying states in Nigeria. It's the same thing like saying a state in Nigeria. In Philippines, it is known as province. They have a lot of colleges or universities in the Philippines, unlike Nigeria. Back home in Nigeria, my state, we have only one federal university in my state, right? Some states that have maybe one. Most states in Nigeria have one, some maybe 2. You understand? Schools here in the Philippines are more private colleges than federal. A lot of the universities here in the Philippines are private schools, like private universities as we call it in Nigeria. So they have a lot of colleges here in the Philippines, a lot, you understand. Universities in the Philippines is not that expensive compared to the private universities you have in Nigeria. Private universities in Nigeria, they're few private, we don't really have much. The few private universities we have in Nigeria is very expensive, very, very expensive. The federal university, which is known as college in Nigeria, and the state colleges you have in Nigeria is very few. So that is why there is more competition how one can get admission into any college in Nigeria, because they have few federal colleges and few state colleges in Nigeria. If I'm saying college, just understand that what I'm saying is university. I'm saying college because that is what they call it here in the Philippines. So the state universities or colleges you have in Nigeria is very few. Some states have one, some are lucky to have 2. You understand? Because the colleges there are so few compared to the population you have in Nigeria. So I think that's one of the reasons why it is so competitive to get your choice of course to study in Nigeria. Like if you want to study medicine or nursing, you have a lot of people that want to do it, and they have just few university or colleges to go into. So the competition will be high. The demand will be so high. A lot of people are going in for that, and you have few schools. But here in the Philippines, you have a lot of colleges. You have variety of them. You can make your choice. Then why the private universities in Nigeria is so few? A lot of persons, a lot of people don't go for private university in Nigeria because private university in Nigeria is for the rich. Get admission into private university in Nigeria is easier than getting admission into federal or state university in Nigeria. But then the private university in Nigeria is very, very expensive. So that's why a lot of persons don't go for the private university. The one that everyone desire to go is the state and the federal university in Nigeria. But then it is very few, and that is why you have a lot of competition. So with these guys, I've come to the end of today's video. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please do well to hit that red subscribe button now. Remember to turn on your post notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. Give this video a huge smash the like button, smash it, no mercy. Leave your comments down in the comment section until I come your way next time. Stay safe, guys. Bye.